What's up and welcome to the channel. On today's video, it's a very exciting episode. We're checking out the Roomba automatic vacuum. So make sure to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned because this is going to be an exciting episode. Welcome to the channel. Today we're reviewing the iRobot Roomba. We're going to check out the performance, see if this vacuum is any good at what it does. I'm going to show you the functions and we're going to see what the vacuum can actually do and the different functions it has. Next thing we're going to check out is the maintenance, how to take care of your Roomba. I'm going to show you how to clean it and how to keep it running well. And the last thing, I'm going to tell you some how to use tips and tricks to really help you get the most out of your Roomba. Now let's take a look at the bottom view first to get familiar with the Roomba. It's got the cliff sensor so it doesn't fall down the stairs, the charging contact so it can charge back up. It's got the side brush to get those pesky little debris in hard to reach areas. It has the removable front caster wheel. This is like the third wheel, so it allows it to move around. It's important to keep this clean. It's got the side cliff sensors, the right and left wheel modules, the power wheels, the cleaning head module, and it's got the brush frame release tabs. Take a look on top. We got the Archon sensor so it can find the charger handle, faceplate, bin release button, light touch sensor, dust bin and filter, and we have the troubleshooting indicator, Wi-Fi indicator, battery indicator, the spot clean button to clean one small area, the clean button to get this thing to do a full clean, you just press that one button, and dock button so we can send it home to charge. So right now we're watching the Roomba do a normal clean. So what that means is it cruises around the place, bumps into stuff, not very hard, but then it changes direction in an attempt to clean the entire surface of the floor. And it's important to note that you need to pick up your dog toys, pillows, clothing, and any other little debris that could be on the ground to let the Roomba do its thing. Unfortunately, the Roomba cannot do your laundry. Now the Roomba's got a little side brush that can get right into those hard to reach areas against the walls, and it can brush the debris out in front of the Roomba so it can clean it up later. So it's pretty good at getting in those tight spots around corners and around edges of walls. And now we're testing the spot cleaning function and the cliff sensing technology, simulating a staircase or any other cliff. So the Roomba basically just goes around in circles and it spot cleans a certain area, just like how it's doing now. And then when it gets to the edge of a cliff or a staircase, the cliff sensors would tell it it's close and it wouldn't fall off. And it's actually doing a really great job right now. And as long as you have the home base in a nice open spot where the Roomba can find it, it can actually take itself home when it needs charging. Now let's take a look at the iRobot Roomba app for iPhone and Android. You can fully control your Roomba from this app. You can see the battery life, you can see the schedule, the cleaning history, and it gives you a really good idea of what your Roomba has been doing. You can actually pause your job and send your Roomba home. Pretty cool. The Roomba's really been getting to work. All this dirt, dust, and debris is just from the cleaning you saw on this video. Now it's important to clean the Roomba dustpan after every single time it's been doing a cleaning. And you're gonna also have to clean out this little filter, and that's easy, just tap it on the side of your garbage can, and you're gonna clean this out with a damp rag and just make sure it's free from dust. Now we're gonna take a look at the bottom of the Roomba. I'm gonna take it apart. I'm gonna remove all the little hairs and all the little things that get stuck underneath. So first, this little side brush. It's easy with a star screwdriver or a flathead. Just gonna remove that and take off all the stuff that's been tangled around it. You'd be surprised how much it does. The interval for this cleaning is probably once a week, maybe every 2 weeks. But it's good to look under and just double check. Gonna remove your front wheel here. You're gonna pull out all the stuff that's been tangled. This is give or take maybe 4 cleanings, but I do look underneath the Roomba and see if there's anything serious. A couple of the big red elastic or whatever, that was just from today. So I would not let the Roomba go around with that. So you just clean everything up and inspect all the parts, make sure it's all back in together, just like as per the manual. And you're gonna make sure that's all good. I'm gonna put that in, make sure it's nice and locked in. You wouldn't want to have that front wheel come off as it could damage the floor. Now we're going to remove the brushes and remove things that have been caught up in there, which evidently is quite a bit. Remove that red string and just remove any of the hair and debris and anything else that's been caught in there. And once that's all removed, we're going to get a wet or a damp cloth or paper towel of some kind. And we're going to wipe down all the components. The soft brush, I like to wipe all the dust off and clean it up. This prolongs the life of the brushes and the different components. Next thing we're going to do is remove the main brush and all the things that have been caught up in there, like this elastic, and we're going to remove all the hair and little things that have been caught in there. It's surprising how much stuff actually gets caught up in there and tangled up on the brush. So these brushes are actually replaceable and they're not necessarily cheap. So you'll want to take care of the brush to prolong its life. Clean it every 4 cleanings, take your Roomba apart, really take care of it. And this will make the Roomba last longer. It'll be easier on the motors of the Roomba and just easier all around. The Roomba will be much happier to clean up your floor. Now we're just going to use a damp paper towel or rag and wipe out all the dust from the inside surfaces. And we're just going to give a general inspection of the parts of the Roomba. Make sure everything's looking good. We're going to clean off our charging terminals. We're going to clean off our cliff sensors. And we're just going to take care of our Roomba. It'll be much happier when it's cleaning our floor, and it will love us that much more. Because you will love your Roomba eventually, because while you're doing something else, your Roomba is cleaning. And that's perfect. Now we're going to put our brushes back in so they fit in just like this. There's a little square piece that allows the motor to connect to the brush. We're going to put the main brush back in first. Then we're going to do the same thing with the soft brush. And then this should just close down without force and click into place. So that's pretty much it with the bottom of our Roomba. We're just going to do one last quick clean, polish it up with a just lightly damp rag, and we're pretty much done. Just going to give a quick wipe down, just make sure it looks all beautiful. We're going to send it on its way. And finally, some tips and tricks so you can get the most out of your Roomba. Clean up your kids' toys, dog toys, clothing, pillows, and any other things like that on the floor. To get the most out of your Roomba, it has to be able to cruise around unobstructed. Another thing, the charging station. Make sure it's in a nice open area so the Roomba can find it. It uses line of sight to find it, so it's got to be able to see it. Any chairs or anything else like that, put them up if possible so your Roomba doesn't get stuck and spend all its time fighting. Overall, I'm going to give the Roomba 4.5 stars out of 5. So make sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications, and until next time, this is the Review King signing out.